Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Wherever you are, whenever you're watching, thank you. And welcome to Morning Brew. I do hope it's a good one for you today. It is, let's see here. Is it already Thursday? Wow. The week has just flown by. Thursday, February 17th. Wow. Getting closer to the end of the month. We're finally getting cold weather here. Again, I should say. Last night we had a sleet, yippee, freezing rain. Oh, yeah. And now, of course, a rain snow mix. Yeah, that's fun. So the streets ought to be just lovely today. So, how is everyone today? And for those of you who haven't heard, there have been a couple of changes to how things are running. Monday and Friday are now open lines. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are now more closed. I'm definitely going to be doing my evening thing tonight, where my guest will be Channel 66. And let me get to my group real quick and post the link for today's stream. I can only spell. There we go. Got that taken care of. And now let's get to the chat. It's Murder Hornet was first. Puts lotion in the basket. Okay. Mike Jimmy says, morning, folks. Richie Poole says, good morning, Captain Trek. I need coffee. Yeah, use your coffee maker at home. Forget driving the 30 miles. It's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs. Good morning, everyone. Morning, Captain Trek. And good morning, Courtney. I Love Food says it's morning. That's right, it is morning. Resolute Germ says, good morning, all. Good morning, Resolute Germ. I am glad to hear you are home. Dr. Alex. Good afternoon, Dr. Alex. Let me make sure it's correct. Yes, it is 7 minutes past noon, therefore it is afternoon for you. The sun shot. Yeah, oh yeah. Let's see here. Well, I made the start. I can't join the panel at the moment. I'm afraid I have vital garden construction looming while the sun shines. The sun shines there? Wow. Mike Jimmy says, my entire morning was fixing my neighbor's water damage and of those below her. Ugh. Where are you at, by the way, Mike Jimmy? Just a general geographic area would be nice. I don't know if you're in the States or somewhere else. And it's Courtney's the Fellowship Oddballs says, Resolute Germ, good to see you. How are you? Yes, absolutely. How are you? Eagle Rider, good morning, Rosetta. Thursday and awake because hubby thinks he is funny. What did you do this time, Rosetta? Rich people says hi to Rosetta. People say hi to her. He's doing better. That's good to hear. I Love Food says, another morning on this space rock. Well, yeah, it is. And Gorilla's random thoughts. By the way, I did miss the live stream, but I watched it on replay. And good job. I highly suggest that if you missed his live stream last night, check it out. And yes, people were asking because you were missed. And yes, good morning, gorillas. Long and short, my hubby leans over as I'm trying to sleep and goes, so in oh, really? Really? Oh my. Trying to wake up. I know, what the fuck. Exactly. And that's, yeah, good question. What did you think of the stream yesterday, Germ? And good morning, the Catman, aka DD Myers. How are you today? Richie Poole says, the Eagle Rider, the answer to your hubby's question is probably yes. Dr. Alex says, once a year, that's why I have to rush out now. Well, hopefully you enjoy your one day year of the sun. You're in the Netherlands. Cool. What time is it there now? And you're welcome. Eagle Rider says, I'm not kidding. Oh, trust me, I don't think you're kidding. People think I'm twisted. He may be quiet, but oh my God, he's messed up. Well, let's put it this way. And I mean this in the nicest way. He's with you. So, yeah, he's a little messed up. But yeah, you belong together. You two fit well. That's a good thing. And yeah, just keep doing what you're doing there, gorillas. Keep doing what you're doing. It's 1:11 p.m. So you are in the same time zone as Yosef. 1:11 p.m. Okay. Yeah, that would be same time zone as Slovakia. 47 New York 10 says bonjour from Eastern Canada. Eagle Rider says, Mike, haven't you been canceled yet? And the Catman says, Resolute Germ, good to hear you're doing better. I'm glad to hear it as well. You have been missed. Trust me, people have asked me about you if I've heard anything, and I had to say no. And you know when the last time I talked to you was until yesterday. So yeah, you have been missed. I hope Bird now has your contact information. Bird needs it, and probably somebody else. Just in case. I think we all ought to be connected to each other through different means. That way, if one of us goes missing, it's like, we can ask around, and if somebody has the number, we can always call. And good to be back. Eagle Rider says, I miss everyone. Bed rest sucks. Oh, trust me. I understand that completely. Oh my God. Dude, I am sorry. Man. Another stroke. Oh, God. For those of you who do believe in prayer, keep Dee Dee Myers in your prayers this morning especially. Keep his wife in your prayers as well. Let people know about it, so that they know that, particularly those who are believers, so that they can add them to their prayer list as well. But yeah, that's the thing, Germ. I think it's too easy. If somebody hadn't had contact information for JJ, we might have not known anything about it. Because obviously he had numbers, and they called. They called other people. But unless we have contact information, we're kind of screwed. And that's the sad thing. I don't like focusing on the sad stuff, but sometimes, unfortunately, it has to be done. Just because it's life. And as much as I wish life could be all about happiness and sunshine and lollipops and rainbows, life sometimes just plain sucks. And Courtney says, I'm sending positive vibes and prayers her way, and to you as well. Good morning, Cardinal Sin. Let's see here. Tore my calf muscle in 5 places badly, Cap. 5 months rest, 3 months mostly rest up, and 8 months physical therapy. Wow. But and good morning, Cardinal Sin again. And good morning, Chester Saxton. And I'm already caught up in the chat. That's a good thing. I'll get behind it a little bit. Because I am going to go get my cup of coffee. No, I think the thing about building community is more than just, lip service. And unfortunately, I think a lot of times people will give it the lip service and forget that, community means we actually interact with each other, both on here and outside of here. I have certain people's phone numbers. They have mine. So that if something were to happen, if I drop off YouTube for a week, and they probably wouldn't wait a week, they would know how to contact me. No, you ain't what? Like on a black cap, it hurts like hell. Trust me, I understand. I may not know exactly what your pain is right this moment, but pain is pain. And it has to be dealt with, and you have to get through it and survive. And right now for you, rest is what you need. Don't worry about the other stuff. Yes, you need to do other things, to build up your muscles when it's time. You follow your doctor's instructions, and you go to PT, you follow their instructions. People on here mean well, but listen to your doctor. Your doctor and your physical therapist know better. And good morning, Lance. Well, see, I did get caught up in the chat. Now I'm behind. And I said, pain has a face. Allow me to show it to you. Life is a bitch. So am I. And I will get back on more. Good to hear that, Rosetta. That is always good to hear. And the Random Menace says maternity hospitals now have new benefit. The husband and the father can both be in the delivery room. Oh, Joseph, that is so bad. That is so bad. But so needed. Dee Dee, what, if you don't mind my asking, what happened? I know you said that she had a stroke. When did this happen? And how is she doing? Is she stable or what? What's going on? And of course, everyone loves the joke that Yosef had to say. I have to admit, I had appreciation for it. But so I do hope everyone's doing well today, this morning, and this afternoon for those of you who are in the afternoon already. Don't have any evenings yet. But that'll happen over time. But no, as I said, was talking to a couple different people, and that's why I'm bringing on some changes to what's going on. It may also help with the drop in numbers, which, yeah, it is what it is. Quite honestly, it is what it is. But and I had some suggestions that were made, some of which I'm going to do, some of which I'm going to consider. But and a couple I'm going to ignore because, yeah, my channel. Okay. Gorilla says, I slept like a baby last night. By that I mean I woke up every hour. Captain happened this Monday around 8 a.m. Central, and she's stable. To die study to check for blockage. And yeah. Well, if you feel comfortable, keep us updated. I don't want to put undue pressure on you to share personal information you don't want to say, but yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. On a lighter note, I'm making a store order. Does Captain Trek or anyone else have any suggestions for new yummy things I can eat that are gluten and low sugar? That are gluten and low sugar. I'm guessing low gluten and low sugar. Suggestions are appreciated. Actually, probably one of the people that you'd want to talk to about food would be Cardinal Sin. He knows a lot about nutrition. Being a vegan, he's kind of had to know a lot more about it. Yeah, and I don't think you were minimizing it at all. It just and Gorilla says jerky would be a suggestion. And good morning, brightest day. How are you? By the way, I have a question I need to ask you. If you will send me a DM on Twitter, that would be most appreciated. I just want to make sure everything's okay. Like I said, I want to do this privately, not on a damn stream. Other than that, since you happen to be here. Anyhow, how are you this morning? Everything's fine. Good to hear. Jerky is good. Thanks, Gorillas. It's awesome to hear. Any other suggestions for her? Wait a minute. Gorillas, I was happy my car was fixed. It was only $38 instead of $900. Wow. $38 is a big difference. Brightest Day made 1K. Awesome. That is awesome to hear. Well deserved as well. Well deserved as well. I'm absolutely thrilled that you made it. You if anyone deserves it, you do. You put a lot of work into your stuff, and it shows. So, congratulations. And let's see here. I'm thinking about trying to make ingredients for chicken jerky. $38. That's a hell of a savings. 2 clamps, put on a pipe, put pipe on muffler instead of having to replace muffler. Well, yeah, that's a hell of a savings still. It was a good thing that you were able to do that. I'm not gluten intolerant. I just try to stay gluten free and low sugar and dairy free for inflammatory purposes. As I said, Cardinal Sin would be an excellent person to reach out to. He can tell you things that you can get that are vegan, that are gluten free. They're also, whatever. I don't know nearly everything Cardinal Sin knows because he knows quite a bit of stuff. But yes. And agreed. Congratulations, brightest day. Now to get monetized. And Eagle Rider says, I can help with some recipes. I make custom foods for all the kids with medical issues in the inner city. So, yeah, Eagle Rider would be another one to talk to about stuff. Well, it's a good thing you two can communicate. I'd say go for it. Yeah, I had the same situation myself where I was trying to eat more healthy, and it felt like I was eating the same meal over and over again, and it's like it just cost too damn much. I had managed to save up some money over the past few months thanks to people being generous, and yeah, um that money went to food and yippee skippy. Except the money that I just got, because that went to headphones, which I'm using now. They fit a lot better than the old ones. I don't know if it sounds any better. The headset itself is more comfortable. I'll put it that way as well. Um, but okay, Courtney. Well, any organic meat will be gluten free. I believe potatoes are gluten free. So homemade fries instead of store bought. But double check me. Absolutely. If you're not sure. Yeah. Well, Cardinal Sin, if you're still in chat, you can speak up, and Courtney can find you a lot easier. Uh, and Courtney says, sorry for mistakes. I'm doing talk to text. No problem. Resolute Germ says, thank God I can still eat meat and dairy. It's going to be a horrible day. I have to give them up. That's going to be a horrible day. I have to give them up. Yeah. Yeah, 1,000 is a huge deal. You're trying to get to 200. Cool. Let's get you to 200. Where are you at now? I'll have to check. And Tank Ferret is dropping by to say hello before he starts his workday. Well, I hope your workday goes well. And Eagle Rider says, if you can get bison meat, Courtney, it's way more vitamins, protein, and minerals per ounce than standard beef and less fat. Eagle Rider could all the time when I was in Colorado because my husband worked at a steakhouse. Here it's not going to be as easy. It also is going to be way expensive. Yeah, unfortunately, if you don't live, well, everything's going up in price, quite honestly. Yay. So yeah, I've noticed that things have gone up like 2 to 4 times the price they were before. Yippee. I don't want to get into political things, so let's move on from there. I'm on food stamps as well, and trust me, I was completely embarrassed the first time I had to apply. My pride was getting in the way, and even though I qualified and need them, which the funny thing is, prices have gone up. The amount for uh, that's being given in food stamps has gone down. It's like, thank you. Now, at first, it was even they were doubling it because of emergency support, which was absolutely uh, of great benefit. Then it went down to normal, and then it's gone down every month since then. But trust me, it does help. And Brightest Day says 1,000 just a YouTube metric. I may have 24 people that watch my content, and very few that watch everything or anything all the way through. I try to be there every day that you're on live. I may not always say anything in chat, but I try to be there. When I can't, I listen later, and I do listen all the way through. So I hope you understand. I can't always be there live. I want to be. That would be my preference. But I don't want to have 8 live streams going and go. And Take Fair to subscribe to it's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs. Yeah, get a hold of Eagle Rider. Rosetta knows quite a few people. She can probably get you in touch with some people that can help. Or at least that's what I discerned from YouTube's lying analytics. Yeah, trust me, they lie. They lie all the time. I remember going on one stream that went from what was it, 120 views to 68. It's like, what? How the hell could it do that? I know you meant Tank, but yeah. Apple shareholders have problems with Tim Cook's salary. They do not vote for 99 million. Poor guy. And the inflation is so high now. Yeah. Screw him. Toxic Lady 78 is here. Cool. And Bryce said I should make my ferret a tank. Well, that'd be a good idea. Gorilla says time to lurk in the shadows. Gotta head to work. Well, hopefully you have a good day there, Gorillas. And Rosetta says, I'm going to try to go back to sleep. I miss everyone. Please keep me in your prayers. I'm going out of my mind with this leg. Well, yeah, follow your doctor's advice and PT. Yeah, follow their advice and suggestions and do exactly what you're told. And yeah, don't think about it too much. I do look at the number some just for the views because it'll tell me instantly, how many views something has gotten and how long people have watched it, things like that. And that's without looking into analytics. So, and then each place you look for numbers, the number is always different. So it's like, really, this is just stupid. You can't even get your own numbers straight. Yep. That's exactly what well, that's another thing. I mean, I have gained and lost subscribers so many times it's it's not even funny. Like one time I had somebody shout me out and I gained like 12 subscribers in a day. 2 hours later I lost 13. Like, okay. And later, Rosetta, have a good day. Hopefully you get some sleep. After so long, it's amazing how much I actually miss being at work. And here we go. Sorry I didn't see you backstage.
Greetings from the future. I'm here literally like 10 seconds, so it's completely fine. I have like 15 minutes, but I just wanted to say hi because we didn't talk to each other for a long time, so I kept in track.
Hey, how are you doing, Yosef?
Busy, crazy busy. It's incredible. But the weather is nice outside, so I can look out of the window, see the sunshine, and I can complain that I can't go out. That's it's just so effed up completely. Oh, I wanted to take a day off so I can work a little bit in the garden because it's the warmest day of the year and the temperatures will go down as of tomorrow. So, and it's like 16 Celsius, which means could be something like in the 40s. C2F, 16. Oh, 60. Oh, 16 means 60. Okay. So it's like 60 Fahrenheit. So really, really nice weather, and especially for February. So definitely. But unfortunately, I have to work.
And
Oh, yeah, I'm reading Brightest Days comments here. You know what? It's literally the only thing that will help you gaining subscribers and making a good content, and that every single successful creator will tell you, is do a content you would watch.
mhm.
Create a content you would watch, and don't drag yourself down with the number of subscribers or watch hours or all that stuff, because this is basically the mental block that will force you to look around in what other people are doing, and it will create an inconsistency in your content and in the quality of the content.
and,
So
and I can
yeah.
tell you right now, brightest day. There are people that don't have access to the books that you're reading. There are also people that have issues with reading that can be listening in. And it's easier for them to listen to a book being read than it is to read it themselves. So, right there, you're doing a service for people. Um, so, you are making a change, you're making a difference. Um, and that's, I think, important. You may not always know what difference you do make, but you make a difference.
Okay, click here. So definitely tomorrow, Erica is not home today. She's in the office. So, but
And yes, you
tomorrow
may.
we have the anniversary of our first date.
Oh,
So, and I was like, okay, flowers are not enough, so I bought her Lego flowers. So she will get flowers that she has to build.
oh, I like that. I like that.
It's so funny.
Of course, she'll tell you to grow up, but hey.
Of course, she will tell me to grow up immediately, and she will probably hit me with the box. Uh, but you know what? When I look at the prices, how much like a bouquet of flower costs, it's so expensive that literally the Lego seems to be the better option here.
Well,
And
considering how short a time real flowers last and how long
yeah,
Legos last, yeah.
exactly. And then that's another point, because it looks actually nice. I saw some pictures. It looks actually nice, and once she puts it in a vase, is it vase or vase? Because it's one is English, one is American.
Well, let's see here. Typically, a vase is more expensive than a vase.
Oh, okay. So there is that difference.
Mm-hmm. When it's more posh, more. expensive its vase. When you're just going to the, you know, Walmart, Dollar General, that kind of thing, it's vase. Um,
But if it's made out of crystal glass, yeah, or something,
yeah,
it's going to be a vase.
correct.
Okay, good to know.
Kind of enjoy not being treated with disrespect and spend half my day at a place I don't want to be for too little money. Yeah, yeah. Do what you want to do. Joseph is absolutely right.
No, that's the thing, and one of the reasons. Okay, I'm lazy. That's one thing. Another thing is I really have barely time for myself, and that's the reason why I'm not a content creator. But I was thinking what I would do as a content, and it is like I honestly don't know. I was at first I was thinking like doing something, and Captain, if something is of interest for you, j- grab it and do it. Was like looking at the world of technology and doing like 10-minute video of what's new in the world in terms of technology.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, just a compilation of stuff that happened, or some stuff that is inspiring, interesting, that's happening around the globe. Yeah, probably something about Slovakia as a promotion of the country, because why not?
Mm-hmm.
And
And knowing how
pro-
much you love Discovery, I would say you're pro Discovery videos.
you know what? This is the worst part, because the series is so failing me so horribly. You know what? And this is really it's not like I wouldn't want the show to be successful. The opposite is the truth, but it's so failing me on so many levels. Even the last episode, it was a filler episode at best, and meh. That's how I would describe it. So, but yeah, so those were like, and the good thing is, with the name of my channel, I could really do random stuff and it would still fit the description.
Yep.
And the question is, because those are things that I'm interested in, and the question is it something that other people would watch? I don't know. I would see the reactions. Will I gain subscribers? Will I lose subscribers? And I have a nice base of subscribers of over 100, which is just nuts. With zero content.
Well, that's you had people who like and support you, who helped you get over 100, and that's cool. And if you ever make content, people will be shocked.
Yeah, most probably, and unsubscribe. Like,
And good morning, Diller Draws. Search of and good morning, Lance. Uh yeah.
I wrote an email to a guy in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Jonathan. In the column highlighted yellow, please do not put product, but the processor name. Fix it, please, in the table below and send it back to me. You know what the answer? What the answer that he sent me? I have just gone into the tool, not in the email, into the tool to fix it, but it won't allow me to edit the part name. Can you help to amend it? Like I told him to send it to me in an email, and he sends me that he cannot access the tool. Obviously, he cannot because I'm the only one who can make the changes.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's like two lines. I'm not asking them reading a novel or something or a long text. It's two lines that I wrote to him, and he is not. You know what? And he is from the UK, so native speaker. Jonathan Smith is his name.
And hello,
And,
Snortopupus,
and I said his name because Smith is probably the most common name in the English language.
oh, absolutely.
So if somebody wanted to say that I'm doxing somebody, yeah, try to dox somebody with the surname Smith.
Yeah. And good morning, Derivative Jill. And I have to agree. If you're having fun, the chat will too. If you're bored with it, yeah, the chat will be too. Yeah, and mistakes do happen. Mistakes happen all the time.
Yay, they moved the call by 30 minutes. Great. I can stay longer.
Cool.
If you don't mind.
No, not at all.
If you say, Joseph, please leave, I will.
Oh no, I'm glad you get to stay. And good morning, Tim Christ. How have you been? Been a little bit since I've seen you. Hopefully you're doing well and things are going well over at Subway. And Courtney says, okay, I have to get going, but I'll be listening. And if anyone feels like they want to have a super nice day today, please contribute. Please subscribe to my channel. Brightest day posted above, and I'm sure he will again as well. So now that you have more time, what's by the way, how's your wife?
She's in the office, so I don't know. I hope well. It's one of the rare occasions when she decided, okay, she hired a new person in her team, and the person is actually one of the few people working in Slovakia. So she was like, okay, I should meet the person face to face. So she went to the office today. So yay. It's only me and a bunch of animals here in the house. So animals only, basically.
John Smith sounds suspicious. I'd
right?
agree.
You know what? The funniest thing, and that's a story that I already told on multiple streams. We have a colleague in France. His name is Picard. Jean-Luc Picard is his name, like his real name. And not that this part is hilarious. The most hilarious part is the department he is working for. It's called enterprise support.
Oh my! I would probably switch professions in that case, but wow.
You know what? I never met the guy. I have no idea if he's a Star Trek fan, but I'm pretty much I'm pretty sure that he knows about Jean-Luc Picard
Oh, I
because
am absolutely certain of that. Number of people he must come in contact with. Good morning, Carla. How are you today? So yeah, and Anna Jill says it right. Just you and the zoo.
yeah, just me and the zoo, and now the panel. so
And
you and
good
everybody in the
morning,
chat.
Keely Chow. How are you this morning? Not too much going on here. And thank you, Cardinal Sin. That's always appreciated. Of course, I'm behind on chat. I feel like Bird now. Uh, so I'm glad that everybody's talking and having a good time in the chat. Glad to hear you're doing good. And while we're everybody keep Dee Dee Myers and his wife in mind. She has had another stroke and
Oh,
is
I missed that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And yeah, definitely
so just
in my thoughts because
mm-hmm.
that's just horrible. I caught about Rosetta that she had an was it like an accident or something when she said that she has to stay like few months put pretty much.
Yeah, tore muscle in 5 places and
Ugh.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I can say this. One thing that we do have is compassionate people that when we actually say I'm sorry and we care, it's truthful.
no, I definitely mean it because when I hear something like this, it's not just like no. Life can be crappy.
Yes, it can, unfortunately. And I do love the fact that people talk to each other in chat. I mean, they want to talk and get to know each other. And if I can't think of his name now. Oh gosh. Culture Casino. The only thing I don't like about his 6-minute daily is that it doesn't leave time to actually chat in the stream because you get time to just say hi to everybody. That's about it.
No, definitely it is nice when you see that people are coming, people are listening to. I don't know why people are listening to me, but that's another story. Because literally when I think about what are the topics that happened to me in the last 24 hours that would be interesting to talk about. Yeah, I got up in the morning, made coffee, brushed my teeth, sat down at my computer, got up at 7 p.m., watched the news, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, pretty much Monday through Friday. Great, what a life.
Well, let's put it this way: you live in a different country that people don't get to experience. You eat different foods that people may or may not have tried before. Um, there are different things that you can share that people don't understand or haven't done before. So yeah.
True facts. The thing is, my brain is so messed up. Like literally, when I'm trying to like thinking like be creative. It literally goes like shut down, nothing, and that's just horrible. And I don't know. It's literally I spoke. Not only I, but basically the whole team. We have a new manager. We talked to him that definitely we need like more resources for the team because the workload is basically for everybody, not only for me. And we are like, the thing is, we used to be like 11, and right now we are 8.5 because we have a part timer in the team.
Mm-hmm.
So and the workload is actually growing. So basically everybody is doing like additional tasks to do their jobs, and it's becoming tiresome
Well,
because
hopefully
obvi-
you'll
because
get more
when
people.
you yeah, because obviously when you think about it, when you are applying for a job, you are applying for a job that is something that you want to do, where you see yourself with your skill set and with the potential growth for your future. At least this is how I look at the jobs where I apply that I apply for.
Mm-hmm.
And then okay, you start working on that stuff, and then they dump on you things. And the problem is, if those things were like, okay, this is something that help you in your growth, so that once you apply for a new job, you will have a new skill set or something. But no, it's a BS administrative work that takes your time, doesn't give you anything like for your personal development, and it's basically just work uh, that has to be done without any additional value behind it. Ah.
And thank you, Mexican Ironman. I know that Dee Dee appreciates that. Didn't want to ignore you. Good morning, Darius Munchausen. Good to have you in the chat. How are you today? People saying hello to each other. At least I can skip that. Thank God. Uh, okay, now I'm going to have to check that out later. Thank you, Keely. And yes, what's up, Mike? How have you been? Are you enjoying the fact you're no longer in California? It's roasted dumacorn and a war eagle for Mexican Ironman. Absolutely. Too bad you can't send me dumacorns. Of course, that's one thing that Mexican Ironman wants to change. I wouldn't mind it either. What do you mean out of derivative Jill? Why not no roasting dumacorns? I like that.
Roasting Jamaica. By the way, I was
Such a
watching a
thing as
video
roasted dumacorn
about
flavored
like
coffee.
I was watching a video about like 10 most expensive TV shows, and basically the cheapest one was like $12 million per episode, and I was like, what? 12 million for an episode, and that was the cheapest one. And Mandalorian was in the top three, and the guy who made the video mentioned something that like the puppet of Baby Yoda was like 2 million.
Wow. That's just insane.
Probably it's not only like one puppet, but multiple ones, but still, it's like 2 million. Like for what? Is it like gold plated on the inside? Because you can go to a toy store and buy a plush replica for a few dollars, you know.
True, but it definitely would look different on screen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
But still, the sum of 2 million sounds extremely steep. So I'm not surprised that they brought it even to in the Mandalorian show because, okay, we have a very expensive prop, so let's use it in front of camera.
yep.
So, but anyway, the headset that you bought, you're fine with it?
Oh,
Is it working?
absolutely.
Yeah. And yeah, and your voice is pretty clear. Comes through very good. Are you already on your new computer as well?
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
I am. Which is much better than the old one.
that's good to hear.
And good morning, Jedi Bill. How are you this morning? What I missed from Snort? I don't see it, but hey, that's cool. Uh, the whole thing about being a YouTuber, you gotta. Oh God, I can't believe I'm calling myself that. Oh, I guess getting behind in chat is kind of the thing that happens when you get enough people in chat. It's like, oh, because I like to read every one of them, even if I don't read it on the stream. I want to read them all. That's one of the. Oh, I must have missed that. Um,
I'm clicking here through. Oh, here's StreamYard. So StreamYard, and where's the chat? Here's the chat. Yeah. And good morning, Jedi Bill, Resolute Germ. Yeah.
I hope
I
you're
hope.
doing better.
Yeah, I hope
Germ.
you're doing better as well, and that the medicaments didn't kill all your germs.
Only the bad ones. But trust me, Mr. Echo. I appreciate you asking, but that will come in time. You just have to be in chat more and participate more. It's all. It happens. The more I know people, after I get to know them, they end up becoming moderators a lot of times. Um, Not everybody, but so let me something I was trying to think of. But by the way, how are the cats and dogs and such?
Oh, sorry, that was loud because I just opened my balcony and a truck was driving up in front of the house. What is that? I'm looking at my balcony and there is literally a pile of poop. And it's like bird poop. But from what I see, it must have been at least a bald eagle or something, or a condor or something. It's like,
And yes, please sub to Mr. Echo.
and the cats are doing fine. The cats are doing fine. They are obviously jerks as always,
Of course.
but yeah, they're doing fine. Dog's doing fine. It's only like with the older one, I think that I'm adding every month like new type of medication for some new problems that pop up, and it's becoming like, okay, how shall I feed the medicaments to the dog? And the doctor says, just put it in the food. And then I look at the bowl with the food, and it's like 10% medicaments and 90% food. Like poor doggy, you know. But it is literally the only way how I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's like for joints, for the liver, for the kidneys, and always something. And eye drops and for the go. But she's been fine. She's like chipper, running around. So all good. But basically, if I was like on drugs like she is, I would probably be cheaper as well.
And I honestly would suggest that you subscribe to anybody in this stream. Anyone who provides content does an excellent job. I would also suggest BirdOPrey5, who may or may not be here now. But yeah. At least I hope his bed was fixed.
I only heard something that something happened with his bed. I don't know what happened.
Well, I know they got the side rail fixed. I just hope that it stays fixed and doesn't break again quickly.
Okay, so not like something mechanic, like electronic or something like that.
No, I don't know what. I think the mattress went. I don't know what happened. So.
Oh yeah, and he has the ventilated one, right, or
Yeah.
something. Oh.
And of course, that derivative Jill pops in BirdOPrey5's link.
I did wonder if the bird poop came from him. Says Dr. Alex. Hi, Dr. Alex. No. It has. It has the color identifier of a common pigeon.
And yeah, bird would not be common.
There was like a question. Why does bird poop look on a black car white and on a white car dark?
That's a good question.
Right?
Yeah, definitely Saggy Melons is one to check out. And Justin Proper. I hate when people. crap. I can't think of it. TWIBS. This Week in Bullshit. I had to say the letters out loud and BS. This Week in Bullshit. Okay. Yep. Finally came to me. And Snort says, be glad it wasn't Slovakian mountain polar bear poop.
Polar bear. Yeah, exactly. Mountain polar bear. I don't think we have polar bears. Definitely, we have the common brown bear here, and actually too many of them. There were, and the problem is that there are so many bears that they are moving from basically the woods close to like cities and villages, and they plunder the like garbage containers and everything. So I think there will be a bear hunting season very soon here in Slovakia.
Oh, you know what this means, don't you? Salty's going to now be talking about you having bear milk.
Bear milk. Jeez. Please, just no.
I mean, being realistic, you know. I was loving this. Next to no coffee left. I came in to get some, and like, ooh, there's 2 slips left. Why did you leave it in the pot? The closest I can think of is they didn't want to actually set up the coffee, so by not taking it, they just left the regular. They left the other one on. Yeah, much appreciated. Or not. Oh, I probably ought to, since Arabic's in the chat, that'll be nice.
Listen to me very carefully, because I'm only going to say this once. Coffee. Black.
Coffee. Black. While I've got your attention, there are...
Coffee first. Well, this mentor would like another cup of coffee. I'm just gonna have to give up coffee. Want some coffee?
If I'm not mistaken, that's your 3rd cup this morning.
4th, and on a day like today, it won't be my last. Coffee. The finest organic suspension ever devised. Commander, set a new course. There's coffee in that nebula.
It's always good to hear Janeway's voice. Oh, and I missed the opportunity to run downstairs and grab a pack of smokes. I will do it right now.
Go for it. And absolutely sip the Jedi Bill. That's another channel to check out. Thank you, Keely Chow. For anyone who hasn't checked it out, check out According to Christine. And there's her link in the chat. Trust me, I
And I'm back.
and apparently Eric made it just in time. So he
Oh,
saw
Ervik
the
is in the chat?
clip.
Okay.
Yep.
Hi, Ervik. Good to see you.
Oh, I like to play that for him. I know he likes the clip because he likes Janeway.
And I assume in all iterations. Sorry, Captain.
I would assume that there are people that don't care for Janeway who still like her better than other captains.
Yeah, like Captain Burnham, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And Bird is in the chat. Hi, Bird.
Kapla Bird, how are you today? How is Mama Pray? And coffee is now making, thankfully. So we'll have some soon. But
I know so much. I know that Mamo Prey is up because she was playing Wordle.
how do you know?
Because obviously everybody who is playing it is putting the results on Facebook, so, including myself, of course. And today's word was pretty tricky.
Okay. I'm not going to ask for it, but I will ask how many attempts did it take you?
The last one. I made it on the last one, so 6th attempt. And Bert says I got it in 5. I made it on the 6th attempt, and it was like horrible because very common word, and basically 1 or 2 letters. You got 3 anchors, like 3 fixed positions, and then basically the 4th fixed position, and then the last the 4th letter in a 5-letter word. Oh man, you can put there any consonant, and it's an English word. So you didn't know what they chose. So yeah,
That's
it was tricky. Many people who are playing it actually failed, just because not enough attempts. So out of 4 letters they had, out of 5 letters they had 4 green, and the one, it was basically just one attempt after another, pretty quickly. Yeah. Bert, I'm not sure if you can come up to the panel because I have a call in 3 minutes that I need to attend, and that will last for at least hour and a half. So I won't be even listening to the show, which I'm extremely sorry.
no problem, Yusuf. Work must come first.
But yeah, that's the thing that brings the money. I always say that work is the last futile attempt how to get some money, and I'm very futile. The last desperate attempt how to get money, and I'm really desperate. So I have to work. Hi, Meta Guy.
Good morning, Meta Guy. How are you?
And hi, Richie. And I'm not sure if
somebody put the link for that in the chat, please.
For what?
Wordle or whatever.
Wordle. I can do that. Mama Prey could do it because she's the one who is playing it on the computer. I have also the German version. that you probably don't want to play. I can do that. I have it here. Stream.
Yeah, the German version would be a little harder for most people.
And Bird did the same thing. Okay, so now you have it twice in the chat.
Cool.
And you know what? You can try, open and try it.
Oh Lord, do I want to? I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know. It's up to you. And it says, "I always win thanks to Joseph." And yes, Itza did it on the second attempt today because he pays attention to my little hints that I always put on Facebook when I put. When I put the word there, he will make me the World King. So, Captain, it's time for me to go because it's 2:30 here, and with that, I will say thank you very much for having me on the panel, and take care, everybody in the chat, and yeah, see you around. Take care.
Thank you, Yosef. Take care.
Bye-bye.
And I think I will try that game eventually, but and thank you, Yosef. Thank you, excuse me, Dr. Alex, for putting German in the chat. But let me well, let me open the link, damn it. Let's see here. Let me try it again. Open link. And somebody's backstage. I thought you couldn't come up, Bird.
I really don't have the time or it, but I tried to say something in chat and YouTube censored me.
What?
Even as a mod.
That's insane.
Then I got disconnected. I had to refresh the page before I could even chat again. I said I was going to buy Wordle and add the word, make the word kapla. And then everybody will be like, what the hell's kapla? And they'll all be pissed. It'll be hilarious. So that was my plan. Apparently YouTube was going to is threatened by that. So
I don't know how.
Yeah,
I think it's because I wrote kapla in all caps, but even so, I wonder if the use of kapla is why all my live streams become just I still have to get it manually checked every time to be monetized. They get demonetized.
Kapla. Well, I don't have to worry about it. Kapla, kapla, kapla.
And kapla, everyone. I know. I don't know how do I say this? What the custom is. Like, I come into a chat and I say, hello, everybody, kapla, well, whatever. And then, a few people say hello back. And then do I then say hello back to just those people? And then the more I say hello back, the more people keep saying hello. So it's like, if I don't say kapla back after saying kapla the first time, I feel like people are getting upset that I'm not responding to them. But if I do respond to them, then I feel like the chat, like I'm spamming the chat. Like
No.
every other post is me saying kapla to 15 different people or 20 different people in a chat where there's only 15 different people.
So
You
that's why you
understand?
say kapla all, and then
That's what I do.
then you don't
But
have to say
then-
kapla to anyone because you've already
Okay,
said
let's
it.
say I say kapla all, and then say you say kapla bird. Now what do I do?
You've already
Nothing?
said kapla. Nothing.
Okay. Just want to be clear. So I just want people to understand that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know how to confirm that I've read it, but I have. And I would wish you a kapla back to you individually, but I don't want to seem like I'm spamming the chat. Now, if it's a huge channel, like a Doomcock channel, I don't mind doing it because there's 100 different messages coming up all the time. It doesn't feel like I'm taking over the chat.
You're not. Either way.
Thank you. Okay, Resolute is also one general kapla is acceptable. And Jill says saying hello to everyone or all is acceptable. Thank you. This is where I like to hear. And Professor Brainy Specs asks Resolute Germ, are you out of the hospital? According to Resolute,
Yes.
you told me yesterday, yes, he is indeed out, and I hope he is doing even better. He was doing well last he told me. I hope he's doing even better today.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Arabic Sonder. And Professor Brainy Speck is yelling anti-kapla to YouTube. I don't know what an anti-kapla. No success to YouTube. I guess
exactly.
Well, unfortunately, YouTube is the fire in which we burn, Professor. You extinguish that flame, you extinguish us. I don't
want to
know.
quite extinguish them, but maybe take them down a peg or two off their high horse.
I don't know if Rumble's really gonna be able to accommodate us
I
we're
don't
used
think so.
to. Not with the comforts in which we're used.
No.
And Resolute Germ says, yes, he's out and getting better slowly but steadily. Good to hear. I had a dream last night, Captain.
Yes.
A wonderful, wonderful dream. Not a joke. I'm just honestly, it's one of those dreams where you feel like you're in the Nexus. I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just want to go back to the dream and just remember the feeling I had in the dream. It helps. Just helps. The fact that even if it was a dream, one could feel so contented.
Yeah, I've had dreams like those before too, and it's like, please just let me get back to that dream. That one dream is so nice. Actually, I have this ongoing dream that it's been going on for years. I rarely have them, but it's like a continuation each time.
Yes,
Like
I've had
up
a number of
an
those.
old book, and it just continues on, and it's just so familiar.
I've had those types of dreams that continue, but this is not. Unfortunately, it's not like my favorite this is like one. I don't know. I don't want to get too into details. It's not.
No.
It's not a physical, thing, but it's emotional. And
Have a good day, Professor. And hello, the lovely Sherry. How are you today? No need to get into too much detail. It's just it was a good dream.
thank you, antiderivative Jill. I hope you have that sort of dream every night. I hope I have it every day. But
That would be
turn the dream into reality.
That would be
there's nothing breaking the laws of physics or anything that would prevent it from being a real thing. Other than, I guess, a lot of bad luck. And bad personal choices.
And Keely Chow says, for all you pit you're out Canadians who like Saki melons and don't like smash Justin Trudeau. Yeah. Trudeau can bite my shiny metal ass. As Bender would say.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, please.
No, I've made my opinion quite known on Twitter, but I've kind of been a little less forward on YouTube.
On the Canadian situation?
Yes. Quite honestly, if I knew of feeds that I could use for to show people, I would. But I don't want to steal views from anybody else.
Resolute Germ says, bad luck and bad personal choices. Sounds like the title to my autobiography. Yeah, it does. It's a good title for a lot of people's autobiographies, I imagine.
I almost never dream, but when I do dream, I can't tell it's a dream. And I'd always die before waking. Very strange.
Yeah, you should probably see a psychiatrist there, MetaGuide. That's fucked up.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to Canadian Spider-Man.
'47 Yorktown. Yeah, I never thought I'd see Americans care so much about Canadian politics either. I mean, to be honest, before this year, we gave very, very little. I mean, no, zero airtime to whatever was going on up there, aside from that one time you guys rioted after a hockey game or something in Vancouver. That was about the only thing I ever remember hearing about Canada on the news. Well, that and the pipeline. That pipeline took some news for a while, but it really wasn't the fact that it was Canada. It was just Canada happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time or whatever.
Well, and I think one thing about, Americans and Canadian politics now, this is going to have an impact on us as well. So if we're not informed, that's our own fault. I mean, we can't rely on the mainstream media to keep us informed because they won't do shit. That's why you have to go to YouTube. You have to go to streams where people are showing what's actually going on there. And quite honestly, it is in my opinion, and I'm stating it as my opinion only, a fight for freedom. If it's one the Canadians lose, it could potentially be the same loss here. So, yeah. That's why a lot of Americans are going, yeah, fuck Trudeau.
I prefer something nicer. Like, let's go Brandon, but we need a way to distinguish between Brandons. How about let's go Brandon, eh? That's where we know we're talking about Trudeau. Let's go Brandon, eh?
Oh God.
What's this all about?
Oot.
Eh?
Yeah, the media will actively lie to you and make up such BS about the truckers just to yep. You're right. Germ, you're absolutely right. I would go to I don't know when he's going to be doing it again. Fat Steven Seagal's streams. I know he has or restreams some of the streams that are out there. So that would be one channel to check out. And if one of the mods has that link, please put it in.
All forms of communication are censored, sadly. The truth is almost impossible to communicate. It's true.
Yeah, it is.
The sadder thing, though, is the truth is there for people to see if they just chose to open their eyes or had some common sense to understand what they're seeing. People can see the truth and then still be told X. They can be seeing Y, be told X, and still believe X.
Yep.
It makes it all the more disheartening for those of us who see what's going on and see how it's going to hurt the people that are trying to the people actively campaigning against it are saying the same things but doing the opposite of what they need to do.
Unfortunately, and I'm going to say it, it's going to have to come here. The whole situation is going to have to, something like that's going to have to happen in the United States for things to get better.
And I don't think it could. Something like that happened. And we had basically, they called it insurrection and arrested everybody they could find. And I'm good. I hate to bring up specific politics, but I think on this one issue, you guys know I've been a Trump fan. I don't hide. But on this issue, I'm pissed at him right now because he is now dangling over everybody. Oh, he'll pardon the people from the insurrection, the January 6th thing, if he gets elected. Well, fuck you. You should have pardoned them before you left office, you schmuck. Yeah. You knew this was going to happen. It was clear this was going to happen. Nobody was hiding this fact. You should have issued a blanket pardon before you left office.
Yep.
Now you want to use that to try to get reelected again? Listen, don't get me wrong. I still think you're a better candidate than the other side. But fuck you. You should be the last one yes. If you get reelected, you should absolutely issue a pardon day one. But that said, you should take responsibility for not issuing the pardon before you fucking left and putting these people through 4 years of hell. That was a shitty move. And to remind people that you fucked up, that's not the smartest thing to do. You should be begging forgiveness, not using it as a selling point to get you reelected.
No, I'm sorry. I have to agree with you. That should have been the first thing he did, was issue a blanket pardon for those involved, and before he left office. But no, now he's trying to use it as a tool to get back in. Like, no, bringing up your own mistake, that's your own fault. I don't think he's going to gain support for that one. Well, he will, but not a lot, I don't think. And Resolute Germ says he's not running. I doubt he would be running myself. I'm sure that there are going to be others in the party that would.
He's already running, Resolute. He's announced that he's running. I mean, he might not get it. He might not win the Republican primary. He might not even be allowed on the ballot in some states. I don't know about that. But as of right now, he has officially named himself a candidate for the presidency of 2024. It's already happened. That's why he's having rallies. Meta Guide has some interesting stuff. I only hesitate to read it because YouTube, but you guys can read it on screen.
I am not surprised. And Star Wars theology concerning the aspect of truth. Yeah, truth is out there. It's always available. You just have to know where to find it. And yes, it is actively covered up and lied about. And at least Eric gets to enjoy his coffee. Doesn't get a snow day, but gets a 2-hour delay. So that's good. That's 2 less hours you have to deal with the kids. That's another reason to be happy. And yeah, that would be censored in the comments section. They don't censor it in live streams. I don't understand. I don't understand their censorship. It is unbalanced. And unfortunately, next few months we're going to find out what happens. Oh, by the way, if I didn't mention it before, my the surgeon's office called me on Friday and wanted to reschedule, so I have to call next week. Yay. Hopefully they will get me an appointment soon to go see them. Because quite honestly, I want to get this surgery done and over with. But by the way, if anybody knows any good feeds that are available out there, don't put them in the comments section. Put your either your Twitter handle or honk honk, and I can contact you that way. That's a way of showing support, is honk honk. And if YouTube wants to censor that, you can go fuck yourself. And I'll highlight what MetaGuide says. Unfortunately, following the money is not always easy. And yes, Star Wars theology, everything is going well with me. Thank you for asking. And Courtney's going to the store now. Have a good trip to the store there, Courtney. Hopefully you find everything you need. Keely, I haven't seen the link yet. I'm sure that you're going over to Loki's this morning, so hopefully you enjoy over there. I said something just a little bit too soon, apparently. Oh. Thank you, Keely, for dropping the link to go over to Loki's. For those of you who are interested, please feel free to join. Go on over to Loki's. Say Cap sent you. And yeah. So are you going to be streaming later today, Bird, if you are feeling up to it? I should ask.
Oh, sorry about that. No, I won't be streaming, but I hopefully will have a Discovery review out.
Okay.
I did watch it this morning. It is digesting in my brain slowly, like a stumped up toilet, slowly rotating. As you wonder,
in your brain or digesting your brain.
Wonder if it will be able to actually flush, or if it's going to just remain in the bowl. That sense of like, it might go, but this is certainly taking its time. I tell you, Cap, there's just, I think, I don't know, instead of doing a whole review, I think I'm just going to address a couple of issues because I think it just take too long to do a whole review. And I think there's like a couple of scenes that probably just capture everything. But
Well, if
I
you
don't
do a
know.
whole
I'll
review,
figure it
people
out.
will watch. So either way, it's up to you, Bird.
Well,
Personally,
we'll
I
see.
would, if I were you, I would do the whole review, and then if you don't like it, just do a shorter version. And it may help you get everything out and then decide what you want to put in the shorter version.
Anti-derivative gel, integral gel. Says, ugh, they're releasing new ones. I am sorry, Bird. I'm not even keeping up. But if that 5 light year long anomaly eats the ship, please let me know. The 5 light long year anomaly, we finally got a little bit of explanation for it last week. They figured out what it was. And now I don't want to give away, but let's just say if you guess the only thing there would be disappointment, you guessed right.
Yeah.
You guessed right. I guess by this point, you should look at Discovery and they say, okay, tomorrow or next week is going to be, X or Y. And somehow you're like, no, next week is going to be worse than X and Y put together. And then you go a little below that, and that's what we get. They find new ways of sucking so much and hypocrisy. Oh, the hypocrisy.
It's the Star Trek limbo. How low can they go? Sorry, my sense of humor is a little off sometimes. Eric Saunders says, I love BirdOPrey5's reviews. The longer, the better.
Oh, thank you, Arabic. So a lot of people tell me that, but then when I actually come out with an hour-long review to a 50-minute program, people complain. But I guess it's different people. I don't know. I'd love a great, fun, but I'm just not good at brevity. And I know that brevity is often a sign of great intellect, but after watching Discovery, your brain is not at the highest functioning level possible.
And to answer your question, Be Geek, in one word, yes.
Or in a brief explanation, Discovery equal bad brain, not smart.
You could, I'm trying to think, there are several people that do editing. But you could always ask somebody who does editing to send you a shorter version of what you said, cutting out all the other stuff. And see, some of this stuff.
You know what the sad thing is, Cap?
What?
I have already edited out the worst of the times where I'm just saying and and I'm not talking for an awkward amount of time. That's already been edited out. So this is actually what you're getting is already had the worst offenses removed. So even though it looks pretty raw, it's not. Every so often you'll see, if you pay attention, a cut, because I just use a short 6-frame wipe to go from frame to frame where I cut the video. So I try not to do it too much, but once in a while, my hands will jump from out, on top of my head to by my side and be like, what? He didn't move them that fast. No, it's because there's been 1 minute and 42 seconds I cut out in the meantime.
So, yes, that's one of the entertaining things to look for. Look for birds' hands suddenly changing positions, going, what the hell?
Well, also, unfortunately, with my newest monitor setup, like I used to at least play the show next to me on the monitor, and you guys used to be able to follow along to a point.
Right.
Now I can't do that anymore. So there's literally, which is good in terms of copyrights, because I don't have to worry about any copyright issues because I don't show any of it. If I do, I just put like a few seconds in myself, but there's no ongoing copy of the video playing anywhere. So I don't have to worry anything about copyrights. But I don't know. Nobody's complained.
No, nobody's complained. Nobody would complain. They honestly don't have anything to complain about. But no, honestly, I do enjoy your reviews. And I don't generally play them at the higher speed like you suggest. There have been a few times I have. But I like just the raw cut rather than listen at 1.25 or 1.5 speed, whatever. Because
Yeah,
you do that, you miss out on the flavor of it. It's like listening to pop music now. It's garbage. But there's a certain flavor to it that's bird that you miss when you listen at the higher speed.
I can make an hour-long video into a mere 45 minutes. So 1.25x.
Well, if somebody see, here's the funny thing. I have people that will rewatch this stream. The longer it goes, the more rewatches I have.
Yeah, that is weird.
If I go under 2 hours, I get fewer rewatches. Don't know why. I have no idea why. It's one of the strange anomalies that it's like, well, you should always do this. Well, except with my looking at the playbacks, no. Not everything is, not standard is not always the right answer. But And good morning, BK Dan. How are you this morning? And Jill doesn't speed up Bird either. Unless I'm listening live and I'm behind and trying to catch up. You lose too much of the birdiness at the high speed. See, you've got other people that don't listen to it at the 1.5 either. And what's going on, BK Dan? Hopefully you're having a good morning today.
Every time BK Dan comes, I want burger. Son of a bitch.
And good morning, Zach Larry. I need to DM you. Regarding that, YouTube's way of doing things, promoting certain videos remains a mystery. No, it doesn't, honestly. Whatever will gain them the most money is what they care about. They'll promote. They'll promote whoever. If it'll gain them more money, that's who they promote.
But that's not true, Cap. I wish it was. If it was true, then they wouldn't be, banning channels with hundreds of thousands, millions of followers because they don't like what they said, let alone us smaller channels. The problem is that YouTube doesn't follow the money. YouTube will put their politics over the money every single time.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. But I'm talking money versus smaller channels. They'll promote the big channels because that's where they get the money from. But yes, the politics comes first, then the money. So I will never be promoted because my channel will never be big enough to be promoted, even if I'm earning thousands of dollars in super chats every stream, which would be insane. Because I'm not neurotic, I'm not Doomcock or any of those. I'm just me.
See, but YouTube doesn't promote Doomcock at all. There are times I've got to go searching for Doomcock, and the only way I can get it is to put in his Overlord DVD name.
Yep.
And if I'm lucky, I can then find his live stream that's currently playing. And it's only because I know he should be having a live stream at that time. Probably him more than anyone else. Big or small channel, nothing. So I mean, don't get me wrong. It is very impressive what Nerdrotic has been able to build. He's coming up on 500,000 subscribers soon. But I would put it even more impressed at Doomcock, who has probably half that. But he's fighting YouTube every turn. Nothing he does seems to get the love of YouTube anymore. In his early days, yes. But I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen one of his videos get heavily promoted by YouTube.
Well, that's why he has to go by Overlord DVD.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's not even Doomcock on YouTube. On YouTube, he's just Overlord DVD because that was a non-starter. He couldn't even get his channel set up with Doomcock.
Let's see here. gotta go back to Arabic. Ooh, nice sausage, egg, and cheese croissant. Ooh.
Damn it, that's exactly what I wanted. Truthfully, I wanted it on the biscuit, but this croissant is a lot less salt. So
Yes.
I would take the croissant.
I like the croissant because it's softer than the biscuit.
Yeah, I get it. I do. I mean, the biscuit is just so freaking delicious.
Oh, it is.
You take
And
a
good
half a
morning, Geek
biscuit.
Hero Bubba. Well, here's the problem: when they're fresh out, they're good. Once they've been sitting in the bin, the bun kind of or the biscuit kind of dries out a little bit. It's not as soft, not as flaky. It's just kind of there. So, unless you can get it absolute fresh, then
I'd take it old. I wouldn't even care.
well, so far the new computer is doing well. Go for it, Bird. Sorry.
No, as I said, BK Dan was asking how was the new pewter. Yeah, I say it seems to be working.
Yep. I've been babying it. I'll be honest. Unlike the old one, I'm kind of babying this one. Not completely, but more than I did the other one. Because once it had the started having some issues, it's like fuck it. I don't care. Eric Sunder, coffee and croissant. Yep. Except Bird doesn't drink coffee.
No, well, I have started
Mama
with
Fred
some
does.
tea.
What kind of tea? Black tea? White tea?
A regular
Green
Lipton tea. We've been over
Black
this.
tea. Yes. New laptop sticker, section 31. Why? I mean, if you like it, that's cool. But I never won a section 31 series. Quite honestly, I don't want to hear about section 31 again. The way they're making it out like this big deal now, it's God. There was one thing in DS9 where it was a secret organization that nobody knew about. Goes from that to being this. Well, everybody actually knows about it, but yeah, what? Why would people know about this? They're supposed to be like the Tal Shiar. There, but not there.
Not well, except the Tal Shiar everybody knew of.
But,
It's supposed to be even more secret than Tal Shiar.
Yeah. I mean, they knew about them, but they didn't know exactly what the Tal Shiar was doing. Otherwise, they wouldn't have had all the ships they did.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like everybody knows that the CIA and the KGB
Right.
during the Soviet, but this would be an organization even more secret than the CIA, one you don't even know exists. That's truly secret. They're talking about things like people talk about and they're just considered conspiracy theorists, like
Yeah.
the people who thought that there was all these groups just to control aliens or whatever. That is the type of secrecy that Section 31 should have had. Although for them it seemed like it was even more. Like there weren't even conspiracy theorists talking about a rogue agency inside Starfleet. It just wasn't even heard of. It wasn't dreamt possible. Well, Cap, I think I'm going to finally break down
Yes.
and get wireless earbuds with microphone as something I could use to talk on streams, even when I'm not sitting up right next to the microphone. Because honestly, that's kept me off streams more in the last few months than anything else. Not being able to be near the microphone. And I think it's time to try it.
Well,
So
you'll
I'm
have to
gonna-
let me know how it works, because that was something I was considering, even though I don't like earbuds, but I thought if it works, that may be an option. Well, then you could look like Uhura. Got this thing in your ear and you're just talking away. And Resolute Term said, thought you'd be wireless already, Bird.
No, I hate wireless. It causes so many extra issues. So let's see. Unfortunately, the top review, of course, for this item that's got 4.5 stars out of 5 is a 1-star review. Update 2. After a full charge overnight, the unit started saying low battery after an hour. Now that's bad. After an hour, the first event started when the earpiece disconnects and reconnects. They should have never made it out of quality control. Update, new unit. After charging overnight, I used it for 2 hours and it started to get battery low. When placed in the charger, it indicated that batteries are 3/4 charged. Very annoying. Product does not match the reviews.
I wonder what would happen if you were to use one and then switch.
I don't know if that's possible, but I would only be using one anyway, because if I'm on my side, one ear would be up against the bed or the pillow,
Mhm.
something. I wouldn't be using that ear. Like right now, even at sitting up, I'm only using one ear because I always like to keep the other ear open in case somebody, Mama Prey calls or something.
Yeah. Crap. What am I trying to think of? Ah, there it is. There we go. Yeah, I personally, I like. I have to agree with Germ. I don't. I've tried wearing the little when they first came out, the little Walkman things that you just stuck in your ear. Oh my god, that hurts to me.
Uh,
Yes.
no,
Yeah,
this
well,
person.
that's the
I'm sorry.
problem. They're cheap. Skull Candy has some. I've tried them before, and yeah, they're cheap. Not the price, the quality. Um, in fact, there was one I had to return. They sucked so bad. I like the design of it. In fact, the first pair I got for free because it was with a whatever. I gotten a package deal, and it included those, and it's like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. It's like, oh, these suck. Like they were, I think when I checked, they were retailing for like $30, but uh, anyhow, so well, wow, it's almost been 2.5 hours. I can't believe it. Bird is not going to be streaming later, so I may be streaming myself. I don't know. It depends on what's going on. Be sure to check out Culture Casino later on. If somebody has a link to his channel, please drop that, please. It would be appreciated. Uh, anything else you have to add, Bird?
No, not for me, Cap. Thank you. Hello, can you hear me,
right.
Cap?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said nothing to add. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, and you're welcome. Man, now make sure to go to BirdOPrey5.com for all your BirdOPrey5 needs. With that, I am going to just play 2 clips to head out.
Listen to me very carefully, because I'm only going to say this once. Coffee. Black.
Coffee. Black. While I've got your attention, there are...
Coffee first. Well, this mentor would like another cup of coffee. I'm just gonna have to give up coffee. Want some coffee?
If I'm not mistaken, that's your 3rd cup this morning.
4th, and on a day like today, it won't be my last. Coffee. The finest organic suspension ever devised. Commander, set a new course. There's coffee in that nebula.
And so that nobody forgets, I do, if you can, please put in the link for Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, because he's awesome as well.
Remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent.
Have an awesome day, everyone. Talk to you later.